yesterday, it was a rather intense practice. If you were to sum up in a few words, what was today about? What did you want to accomplish today?
Well, we were not happy about yesterday's game. 37 shots in regulation, for me, it's unacceptable. We gave a lot of free shots for no reason. We were there defensively. Like, we were in the right places, but we didn't work hard enough to prevent those shots. And those shots are the ones that gave their scoring chance after. So the shots that don't look like much from the outside, we're not a team that wants to give those, and we gave those yesterday, and that creates a second chance, which usually is the most dangerous ones. It's not the original scoring chance that usually your goalies do a good job on those, but then the other team creates chaos in your D zone, and then we weren't hard enough to defend. We were just trying to think offense, and I'll wait for the puck to come to me, and then I'm gone. So I really didn't like our cheating yesterday, and so that's what it was about today, both ends. So it wasn't in the neutral zone. Some days neutral zone is the topic because you're not transitioning well, you don't manage the puck well, and that wasn't the case at all. Managing the neutral zone, managing breakouts was great. That wasn't an issue. Getting in the other team's zone, that was no issue. We got in, and it's once we're in offensively, you can't expect to deserve goals if you don't pay the price to deserve goals, and that's one thing on one side. And on the other side, if you cheat defensively to try to go on offense, well, you're not better, you're worse. So that's what it was about today.
Can you partly, I don't know if that's the right way to ask, but partly understand, though, the feeling that some of them kind of want to try to create different things to get the offense going?
That's the wrong way to act. And that's why it slid to 42 shots after the overtime. It's the same thing as in Buffalo in the overtime. 3 guys are just trying to go on offense. Well, we gave them 5 scoring chances, we got 0. So the mindset, it doesn't change. When you have the puck, you're on offense. When you don't have the puck, you're on defense. It's very simple. And that's what needed to be corrected today. So when you're in defense, you work hard to defend. When you've got the puck, you work hard to go on offense. You can't be in between.
You mentioned you're obviously not happy with the effort yesterday, but you look at this team and you got 5 out of your last 6 points. You're sitting in a playoff spot. So how do you balance the two? Where, I mean, big picture, I think you guys, it seems like you've progressed, but yet you're obviously a little bit frustrated.
Oh yeah, but it's a very specific frustration of yesterday. It's not. I don't have a big frustration about the last 10 games, and it's hard to do much better we're doing right now in terms of getting points. But yesterday you look at the game and you don't score in a power play. It's not the end of the world, but get scored against because we were soft defending on it. That's the game right there. We got our 5-on-5 goal. We don't get scored in that power play. They scored 0 5-on-5 against us, and we win the game. So that's just a wrong mindset. Oh, I've missed my goal in the power play, and now I'm disappointed because I didn't score, and then I don't go back and help my buddies. Then you lose the game because of that attitude. So you can't let go of something that's working great to hopefully get the other side by letting go of what you do great. It's in this league, you got to be both. If you don't understand that, you're not winning. You're not a playoff team, and you're not going to win any playoffs. There's no more, I'm an offensive team, I'm a defensive team. Those teams don't win anymore. There is none of that. It's every team that goes in and makes the playoffs because they're great at both. That's it, that's all. So right now, we're doing a great job defensively. That's why yesterday I wasn't happy. And then we need to become better offensively, but it's clear. It's one thing. It's our work around the net. We get way enough shots, we get all the scoring chances and numbers and quality. That's not the issue. But yesterday we shot 18 times beside the net. 18 times beside the net. That's on top of our 34 shots. That's a lot of shots. We're not going to get more than that. I mean, that's already tons. But what we do around the net when the shots are taken, that's where it's deficient. It's deficient because the screen is not in front of the goaltender, because the rebound is not fought for, because the minute we get a second chance, we're out of the picture. We need to be better in there. That's what it is. And that's 76% of NHL goals are dirty goals. So if you don't invest in around the net, and that's just hard work paying the price. So the rest, for me, it's We're doing what we need to do to get those chances. That's not the problem. Is what we do with those chances is right now is where we need to get better. But we can't give more just to get more. I mean, that right now, then we get into the run and gun, and then we slide. That's what we don't want to do.
Is that the simplest way to sum up Mike Hoffman's struggles? I know you said a couple weeks ago that sometimes you get goals and they kind of come in bunches, and we thought that was going to be the case. Is that the simplest explanation? Just kind of roll up the sleeves and work a little bit harder on it?
Very simple. Yep. Whether it's him or anybody else, I don't want to point fingers at certain guys, but Terry's got 7 goals. That's what, an average of what? A little calculation, 38 goals at the end of the year? I don't know if he's going to get that. There's going to be ups and downs, but he's been lifting the puck, which some guys have been shooting a lot on the ice a lot, or missing the net because they pick corners, but he's put pucks on net. So we need the pucks to be on net when we get our scoring chances, but we need to pay the price. I coached Stamkos. He's coached 60 goals. Everybody talks about the 4 one-timers during the year that looks great out of those 60 goals, and that's the one you see on TV all the time. But you relook at all his goals, there's 40-some goals. They're all tips, rebounds, jams, and all stuff around the net. I mean, that's what great scorers do. They go get those goals, and then they get the bonus skill goals that are the tiny little percentage of goals, and that's where we need to get better. Plain and simple. It's roll up your sleeves and get in there. You can't whine, oh, I'm missing my goals. Oh, yeah, get back in there. How many times were you at the net? How many times have you been screening? How many times have you taken a cross check to get a rebound? How many times that it's your turn to be at the net and not get out of the way? Like, these are the things right now we need to improve. So it's very specific, and we're on it. So we'll see who's jumping on the wagon.
So that would sum up the problem with the power play, or the biggest problem with the power play?
It's the same.
In that regard, would you consider doing something with your personnel? You're talking about a guy that...
I did yesterday. I went by lines yesterday after a while.
Well, what I was just going to ask you about, a guy like Dion Phaneuf, juniors, did something like that. Would you consider putting him in front of the net, like Bruins with Chara?
Yeah, but we're not there. I mean, these are last resort things when you really have been asking, have been practicing, have been pushing for it, and the guys who eventually are not doing the job around the net, I think we're not there yet. We're at the point where the guys are supposed to be doing the job around the net, can do it. They just haven't done a great job at it. So they need all the chances possible now to get it. I think I'm more at the spot of putting other forwards in certain areas, yes. I mean, I did it yesterday. After that goal, I wasn't too happy, I'll be honest with you. The number one goal of power plays is not to score a goal. It's to get momentum, or at least not lose it, get momentum. So right there, we lost momentum. We lost the game on that goal. And that's a sin. Not scoring, you're not going to score many goals during the year on power play if you look at the number of goals. But to give up the momentum and the work ethic, that just can't happen. Can you get scored against on a power play? It'll happen sometimes, but it can't happen because we lose our work ethic and we don't have the puck. We're in a power play, yeah, but it's not a power play. You're defending. So that's what was wrong yesterday, and that can't happen. But I think offensively, yeah, I'm definitely looking at which guys want to pay the price at the net, because in the end, that's what it is. It's the same as the problem. The 5-on-5 problem is the same on the power play problem. They're not apart. They're the same. So we got to do a better job. Puck's got to be more on net or towards the net, and the guys at the net got to do a better job. Plain and simple.